The GPS lost signal about 30 minutes ago, but Jake insisted this detour would cut at least an hour off their trip to the coast. What started as a fun adventure was quickly turning into a tense situation, as Emma's phone now showed no service, and Sam's paper map didn't seem to match any of the unmarked roads they'd been following. None of them spoke as they gazed down at the picturesque town nestled in the valley below, a town that, according to all their maps and apps, simply didn't exist. The hand-painted welcome sign read Millhaven, founded 1842. But as they drove slowly down the main street, Jake couldn't shake the feeling that they'd somehow stepped much further back in time. The buildings looked like perfect museum pieces, the store windows displaying goods and prices from another era, yet everything appeared too pristine, too perfect. And most unsettling of all, the streets were completely empty. With night falling fast and no clear way out of the valley until morning, the Millhaven Inn with its glowing vacancy sign seemed like their only option, even though Sam whispered that he was certain the building had appeared completely dark just moments before. The innkeeper's smile never reached his eyes as he explained that the town rarely received visitors, especially ones who arrived on their own accord, a peculiar phrase that made Emma nudge Sam nervously. As they followed the unnervingly graceful innkeeper down the hallway, Jake caught a glimpse through a briefly opened door of what looked like a modern hotel room with bright LED lighting. But when he blinked, the door was closed, and the elderly man was watching him with that same frozen smile. Later that night, as they gathered in Emma's room to plan their departure at first light, the red-headed girl's face went pale as she pointed to a guest book entry from exactly 1 year ago. Their own names, written in what looked disturbingly like their own handwriting. They made a break for the car at 3 a.m., but as they rushed down the grand staircase, Jake froze in horror. The once immaculate hotel now appeared decrepit and aged, as if decades had passed since they'd checked in just hours before. And through the grimy windows, he could see their car, now covered in rust and vines. Standing before the town's lost and found at dawn, their blood ran cold as they spotted their own car keys, phones, and watches already displayed in the case, tagged with today's date but with a layer of dust that suggested they'd been there for years. As they sped away from Millhaven, no one spoke about how the GPS was working again, but showing the wrong date, or how, in the rearview mirror, the town appeared to be nothing but burnt ruins surrounding the perfectly maintained inn, or how they all knew, with absolute certainty, that exactly 1 year from now, they would find themselves taking this same detour again.